Life is a bitch, and then you die. Mitchell Newman. In point of fact, the one-act plays were never performed, nor did the young summer school actors at Hillside High ever get an opportunity to put on arsenic and old lace. The drama class turned out to be missing its teacher. Mitch Newman might have been depraved, but he wasn't stupid. He saw President Clinton's speech on television and he read the handwriting on the wall, loud and clear. The high school was closed for the next few days due to the unstable situation, and Newman used that time to turn in his resignation, collect his last paycheck, and clean out his office while there was no one else around except one of the janitors. "Can't say as I blame you for getting out, Mr. Newman," said the custodian in overalls, who had kindly offered to help Mitch pack his computer and his personal belongings. "Looks like things are really going to be going to hell in a handbasket up here now. I wonder if I'm going to have to learn how to speak German. Where are you headed anyway, Mr. N?" "California," Newman told him as he shuffled through several manila folders of documents, feeding them into the shredder one by one. "Careful with the computer. Put it in the box really easy. I don't want the hard drive damaged. It's got a lot of important stuff on it. I'm hoping things will have cooled off for me in Hollywood enough now so I can get a studio job again, screenwriting, maybe even some more acting. I suppose I can always go back to teaching down there. Beverly Hills High School wouldn't be too bad a place to end up. I just can't understand how the president could do something like this." He moaned, still near hysteria over what he saw as the final betrayal of his people by the hated Goyim. "I can't understand why this horror won't die. When I was growing up, we thought we had won. We thought we were done with all this Nazi crap, that it all ended in 1945. That swastika, that god-awful little man with that silly mustache, why won't they stay dead? They just keep coming back, always on our trail, hunting us down like some demon hound of the Baskervilles. 2,000 years we've been suffering. Philosopher once said, 'Life is a bitch,'" commented the janitor as he eased the computer into the styrofoam-packed heavy box. "Yeah," responded Newman distractedly. "Life is a bitch, and then you die." "And then you die," agreed the janitor. The noose of nylon cord floated lazily over Mitchell Newman's head and looped down around his neck, then tightened and bit. For several long minutes Newman gagged and gurgled, kicking and flopping like a fish hauled out of water on the end of a hook and line, clawing at his neck, while the close-hugging killer in the janitor's coveralls strangled him gentle and artistic, kicking and knocking over the chair and the wastebasket and the paper shredder. Newman's bowels and bladder relaxed in death and emptied into his jeans and filled the small cinderblock office with a nauseous stench. After the convulsions stopped and he slumped still and lifeless for several minutes, Bobby Bells released the garrote and let the corpse flop to the floor where it lay in a shit-stained heap. All pocket. "Good night, sweet prince," he said. Minute later, Bells strolled into the high school parking lot and got into a nondescript Toyota Camry. Eddie Hagen started left at a sedate pace. "Any problems?" asked Hagen. "Nah." As they pulled onto Interstate 5, Bells lit a white owl and sighed. "You know, Eddie, it occurs to me that what with this peace conference and all, this may well be the last good old-fashioned NVA tickle you and me ever go on. I mean, it's pretty obvious there's going to be more fighting before we win the Republic, but it will be out in the open, more like a regular Civil War-type campaign. We'll be wearing uniforms and everyone will know who we are and where we are. This may well be the last time you and me go out on a covert mission like this, wearing civilian disguises, hitting 'em, and then we disappear back into the underground." "Hey, Bob, it's progress," replied Hagen. "Things don't always stay the same, they change. We move on in life, you know. We've been waiting to make this move up for a long time, but I know what you mean. Today will be kind of a nostalgia thing. We'll sit around and remember when we're old farts." They were silent for a moment. And then suddenly and spontaneously, both men burst out into a melody. They rolled down the interstate singing at the top of their voices and passably in tune, Bells flourishing his cigar out the window. "We're the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose, we'd fight and never lose. Those were the days, oh yes, those were the days."